are live. We are live. Hey.
Hello. 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 We are so happy to see you here, and I'm so grateful that you can watch us. I am so happy to be invited by Jacqueline for this Be Live on a Facebook video, and I have opportunity to share with you like 3 easy steps how to boost abundance.
And it's not easy, everybody. Irina is such a delight, and she's got so much great information for you. So get ready, get set, because this is the beginning of a whole new summer transformation for you.
Hello, Janet. Thank you for watching. We need your support. Hello, Patricia. Thank you for watching. Okay. Jacqueline, I am so spontaneous and I can just jump from one topic to another one. If you feel that I am like getting so overwhelmed and overexcited, because this is like my energy is, I'm so excited that I am able to broadcast now to the whole world. It was my dream. Okay, yesterday I've been conducting by myself a video on the Facebook Live, and I've been telling to everyone who wants to learn something about Feng Shui, about themselves, about the numbers, numerology, astrology, and how the energy spread inside the house. It's everything you can see here on my magic square. But today, like if you want to watch that video, you can go to tap on the Facebook inside Fab Feng Shuianista, and you will just drop inside my Facebook page, and you will see and you will watch that video if you can watch it again, because it's really, really useful. And it will be continuation every week. But today we will continue with 3 easy steps how to start to create abundance. Because I wrote for myself, probably you don't see the question, but is universe working for you as it could? What do you think?
Well, you know,
what do you think if you are actually in that flow that supports your mind, supports your spirit, because your spirit is really connected to your abundance flow.
yes.
So it is your task. This is your task to get, to establish that strong connection with your spirit and with this abundance flow inside your house. And your inner abundance, we will be talking about that tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but in next video. But today we will start from your house, because your house is your kingdom. Everything what you have inside your house happen to be in your life. Every picture, every book, everything what you read on the CD player, for example, on a CD you play for you, every music you hear, everything you see is imprinted inside your brain, because your brain thinks in images, and it thinks that what you see, it's mean, you advertise for your brain, this is what you want to get in your life. And inside your brain, we have our inner GPS system, which create for us kind of like series of circumstances where we appearing at that moment that we will see exactly the same what we have on our walls. When first time I've done it for myself, I've got so overwhelmed by seeing everything what happened in my life before I advertise it on my walls. So, and I want to share with you a short story. Like 10 years ago, I visited one man, just a husband of my girlfriend, inside their house. But it was his house, and they recently got married, and she wanted to create a better Feng Shui, and she invited me to their place. And I don't want to interrupt so much. but I noticed what was going on in his life. And inside his entrance was a beautiful picture of one of the famous artists. Long time ago, he painted like maybe 200 years ago. It's beautiful. But what was in the picture? It was a big tree, and under the tree, the dog died. And the owner of the dog was standing there, very sad, and he was kind of like missing his dog, and that feeling was expressed in that picture. And do you know what happened? Actually, that his dog died, and he was missing his dog in real life. It was happening. Of course, everyone can have this feeling. But what I want to tell you here, like another story, I enter one house, really, I've been providing consulting services for a very famous family, and they have on their wall a picture of the monk painter, and it is scream. And it's really creating horror when you look at that picture. But it was big, huge, and it was a replica, and very expensive replica. They received it as a wedding gift, and they placed it in the center of their living room. And that picture, kind of like what they were experiencing when they moved to a new place, and they hang that picture. They were experiencing kind of like disharmony in their relationships, headaches, because we don't understand this, but it actually how it works. And I'm not here to explain for you how that mechanically this actually happened, because we are using lights. We are just switching the switch when we come at home, and we have a bright light at home when it's dark. So just trust me, it works like that. So for you today, I prepare sticky pots. Sticky pots, for example, you can choose what color you like to choose. For example, this green, blue, yellow, or pink. Like, choose for you 3 colors. For example, if you like to understand that something which is uplifting you, motivating and inspiring you, like a picture, sculptures, or anything inside your home, place there a sticker of pink. It will be for you kind of like a meaning that it's abundant energy. It inspires you. This is what you want to have inside your house. And if you find the notepad sticker in a black color, it will be very, very nice, because the black color will create for you understanding that those things is not usable inside your house. They are not inspiring you. They're dragging you down. And another thing is, for example, you can put a yellow sticker. They can be neutral. They are not doing anything good for you, but they are not dragging you down. And they're useful in your life. So when you place those stickers, and probably it could be things that you feel really emotionally attached to those things, but they are broken, or for example, something on a picture you received from your grandparents, for example, and you feel attachment to that. Or you have a picture, something that really reminding you about your past. And in the past, you didn't experience something good. And it's like triggers inside you, negative conversation. Just look around. So, and place a sticker there. And if you feel attached, put those things inside the room, where maybe in the corner, that you are not looking at those things every day. And slowly, maybe you can put them in a drawer, or maybe you can put them in the box, and you can take this box later on and place it outside of your house. I don't want to tell you that I have an ideal house, and but definitely I've got rid of all triggers that triggers me down to feel abundance, because I hate poverty. I throw away absolutely everything what is cracked, torn down, or like, because if you don't get rid of those things, then new stuff will never come back to you. It is like when you have a dining table, and do you have a place for another one? So when you buy a new one, you will throw the old one. So the new things will never appear in your life unless you have to create a space for new things to come inside your life. It's the same. It's everywhere. It's inside your computer. It's all the apps on your phone. It's in the wardrobe. It's a process. It's my call to action to you today. I want you to inspire today. Let's go inside your home. Check every wall. And just imagine that you are energy of abundance. Abundance, what likes abundance? From the entrance, abundance is entering your house and look around and deciding, will I go inside your house? I will continue to walk inside this house? Or maybe part of me will stay maybe outside, and I will come here, maybe 50% of me will decide to come inside. How your door is inviting abundance? What do you have outside of your door? Is it no blockages there? So abundance is coming inside. Then it's walking inside and looking in the center. So what is it in the center? So captivate abundance is something that you are telling abundance, I love you. I want to be a friend with you. So then you go from room to the room and check everything around. So,
hold on. Let's recap here. So first of all, you want to decide, do you feel that the universe is working with you, and are you in that flow, right? Because if you believe, like Einstein said, that's to decide, is the universe friendly or not friendly? If you decide it's friendly, it's abundant, correct?
Yes.
And then you want them to identify the objects in their house that make them feel good and feel abundant and they're inspired. The ones that they're neutral, that they're uncertain, and the ones that they know need fixing or attention or just drag down their energy, they just look at it and go, ugh, right? And to get rid of all those, because that's a drag on their energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's an ongoing process, correct? Like,
yes.
Because we're always in the flow.
Yes, it is. And of course, everyone is talking about how to organize your house, how to declutter house. But I've been watching personally so many videos about organizing and decluttering house. It's, of course, decluttering, you can think it's a part of Feng Shui, because Feng Shui is creating, it's about how to rearrange the energy inside your house and to understand how the energy moves, to create a space for the new things that comes inside your house. But nobody talks about, when they talk about decluttering, that you have to keep inside your house uplifting stuff. That's why it's here is, maybe somebody is against vision boards or placing a mantras, but I do it everywhere. If you are like approaching your mirror and every day you look at the mirror, why do not write with the red lipstick something like, I am enough, or I'm the most sexiest and beautiful woman in the world. Everyone loves me. I attract 1,000 customers every day. My friends adore me. My friends understand my ideas. Every day I attract abundance. I am abundance. So help your spirit everywhere. So place some put sticky notes for you. Lovely sticky notes. Imagine that somebody loves you so much. It's actually your spirit loves you so much. This is your friend. And write for yourself, a note on a sticky note and place it also somewhere where you just pass it. It's kind of like messaging for yourself. But the most like what is affecting us, because when you read, for example, a Cosmopolitan, or you watching a video, because through the video, our mind absorbs everything in pictures. We are visionary, we are born like that. So place for you pictures with what you want to get in life. If you want to have a travels, and place, just print out the picture or buy a picture of a beautiful destination and place that picture somewhere where you're passing in your life, like more often. What do you want to achieve? So think about that.
Yes, we've got a couple comments here, and we're kind of maybe scaring people that they have to move. Okay, Patricia. So in keeping it basic, right, is that your house really represents your state of consciousness now. And here that you're actually with us on this broadcast, you know you're ready to create a shift. So it's about identifying what brings you joy and then identify what doesn't, and just start in a small space, right? So hanging a picture, like Irina said, if it's just something you love and putting it in that space where you really love to look at it, or it's positive affirmation, something that is going to bring you joy every day, and then that helps to move the energy. You know, or even when my kids were little, we had a giveaway drawer. Just when they were 2 and 3, and it was always like, you need to put something in the giveaway drawer before something else comes in. And it was amazing how fast they manifested things. But it is that simple, is just changing things. So take something out, convince yourself, just remove it from your house today, something that you don't like, right? Because even if they put it in a particular corner, they'd all probably put it in a corner, if they're having wealth issues, with their wealth corner, right?
That we will talk about that later. But first of all, just to check, what do you advertise for yourself? Just check, just to become aware what is on the walls. And also how you are simply can create the feeling of the flow of abundance. You can place flowers, fresh flowers. Also, you can place, you can print pictures from the Google. And also you can paint picture by yourself. Or just, it's a lot of pictures is very accessible for us, like happy sunshine, or a picture on your laptop when you open your laptop every day. So what is it expressing for you? Everywhere starts surrounding with the things you like to get, the end of result, for example. Or even like my son, for example, he plays sometimes $1 million on his computer screen. It's also nice visualizations. Why not? We have to play with this. We have to give support our spirit in the terms that it's easy for spirit to get connected with the flow of abundance. So this is what my message was to say to you, to bring awareness with the 3 sticky notes. Yes, and also in the office, for example, or in the working place, it's nice to place a picture of, or a figure of Eiffel Tower, because we are developing by stages. And it reminds us that we are growing. Really, also, just ask yourself, what do you want? And start searching and become wild in that search. Trust your spirit. And maybe you want to shift a color. Or you want maybe something just to move differently. Just to create flow from the, just be observer. Observer like you invited a friend and start looking inside your home like a friend. What do you think here in this room? How do I feel here inside this room? Is it makes me feel to believe that I have abundant life? Or it reminds me that universe is not supporting me yet? So then ask yourself, what else can I do? What else can I place here? Or what I have to remove from here? I want to get rid of this. Make decision. Cut yourself completely from the old stuff. Create a space and it's going to happen. So because in the next video, I will teach you how to really captivate the flow in the right places. And where in the right places you can place, for example, a water fall or a water feature. And it's very easy to create with a water pump if you know the right place where to place it. That was all about that for today.
Okay, so we have it pretty straightforward. Just find what it is that you love, because if you believe the universe is working for you and that there's this flow that's happening that is naturally abundant, then are you in that flow? So look at what makes you feel good. Recognize when you step into a room, what does that make you feel? Each object, you're going to label it, right? Do I love it? It's kind of like, we have do you love it or you list it? Do you get rid of it? Or are you still undecided? And those particular things that you have in your life that you know that you've made up a story about, oh, I need to keep this because, as Irina said, it was my grandmother's, or it needs to be handed down, but you don't really like it at all. Just put it aside and just have that experience of not seeing it, and then discover for yourself what the difference is in feeling. Even just shifting a chair. Moving a chair, just if you're undecided, or switching a sofa, or changing a painting, something, just move it and you'll discover, like Irina says, things will just shift right, left, and center for you. You are so awesome, and you've got so much knowledge to share with everybody, Irina, that this weekly series that you're doing, you're going to have everybody living in abundance by September rolling around.
It's I have a question now. I just have opportunity to read from Janet. That she is telling that she has to do it with the husband. Of course, when you live inside your house and you have your family, you have your husband, you have to ask your husband, you have to ask your partner. And like, we cannot be aggressive because we have to ask them. And another thing is also, I will share with you, just like, you have to do it kind of in uplifting mode. Like, tell yourself, I am in the universe. Universe is inside of me. I am and the universe combine together. And create the sign of infinity. Just play with it. Be playful, because universe and abundance, they love playfulness and dance. And then when you start doing this, like kind of like feel inspired, play music, dance, take a place away, or just get that energy and just start looking at everything from totally different perspective. And maybe you feel that it's a clutter, but believe me, I am doing this periodically. You know when I'm doing this? Because like I moved in my life 36 times. And my husband, my Norwegian husband now, my third husband, is moving more often even like with me, and he started experiencing this. But when we move, we have a tendency to get rid of the stuff which we accumulated in another house. So it helps us to create more abundance in another house. And you buy new furniture, or you buy a new plates or something, and it's circulation. It's all about circulation. We have to not stop the flow of abundance like our parents used to program us. We have to wear shoes till the holes will be there. You have to not look like you've been having a shop. You were shopping for example, 10 years ago you buy that shirt. It's not abundance. Just because everything creates progress in life. Some people have a tendency to drive a car for 50 years. I don't have nothing against that. Yes, it's okay. But the things is now, it's tendency for progress. It's tendency to progress for other companies. They want us to buy stuff. We have to circulate stuff. You don't use something, just donate it to somebody. And the new stuff will come to you. This way is technology is progressing. We are helping to the universe to bring new stuff. We are helping artists to create a better fashion. Because without our support, when we accumulating money, we can't sit on the money. Money should circulate. Sometimes it's really good when you feel that money is not coming to you. Sometimes it's really good to spend. Even you think, oh, no, I cannot spend right now because I don't have enough money. Don't think about that. Tell yourself the money will come. And buy something what you really love at that moment. Because if you don't buy for yourself really what you love, you're cutting yourself from abundance. Because this is what your spirit wants. When you buy something what you love, your spirit will give you like more gifts to buy more things and to buy more stuff in your life. It's all about flexibility, circulation, dance inside the abundance.
And it's the intention behind you. I'm remembering a couple that I used to know, and he was very abundant. He lived his life very abundant, very wealthy, and he married a wife that was very much an environmentalist. Okay, and so he would go into the refrigerator, and if anything was just a day old, he would just whip it out and he would throw it in the trash. Okay, because he always expected fine dining, fine meals, the best of everything. He wanted everything fresh. He lived in that space of abundance. And she would cringe because she lived in the space that we're hurting the earth and there's a limitation and there isn't a flow and everything is being wasted. And, you know, it's just your perception of what it is that you're doing. So if you adjust your perception to feeling that it's abundant, you know that when you give away that jacket or that shirt, something else is coming. When you're spending for something that you love, the universe wants you to feel that love and joy and rewards you, right?
Yes, absolutely. And it's all about programming, because if you were grown up inside a family where it was easy for them to let it go, then you will be programmed differently for this. But if for you, it's like kind of like you were programmed from your parents and it's imprinted in your mind that it's difficult for you, then it's right, you have to work on yourself. But it's really important to understand that it's all about circulation. It's all about circulation. You spend, the money comes. It's all about the flow. Yes.
Beautiful. Okay, so we're all...
Let's work. And if we don't have any questions now.
No, I think we've answered the questions here, right?
Yeah.
The singing workshop. There you go. So I think this is just awesome. And I'm excited because even as much as I continually go through things like that every day, I just realized even after our conversation, Irina, last week when we talked about doing this, I had stuff stuck in our boat shed. Empty containers, okay? They were empty containers that I had cleaned and purged, but they were there just in case. And I all of a sudden realized, why am I holding them here? Somebody else can be using these containers. They're in my boathouse, and it's time to let them go. So, you know, it's an ongoing process because we're always becoming aware of the flow. So thank you.
Yes, and we will continue next week. Yes, Jacqueline?
Absolutely. Yep, same time, same place, same channel.
Yes, and we will talk about how to find a wealth corner and where to place a water for activation, abundance, flow inside your house. Because when you place the water falling and running, this is creating a more flow inside your house. And I'll just check how the flow is inside your house and follow the energy. Play with it. Thank you so much.
And where it would be great if they wanted to share their progress that they're making this week with identifying it.
Yes, this is what I wanted actually. If you would like to inspire somebody, because we can inspire others with our own example. And if you would like to, for example, if you are not ashamed to put a picture, this is how it was before, and this is how I've done it, and this is me, then you are welcome to place a photo on Jacqueline's page. And we are really, really looking forward to create more abundance in life.
Yes, but also your Facebook group, Abundance. Please, can you put that in the comments so they know how to become a part of that and post their progress there?
Yes, I will do that after that straight away.
Okay, perfect. Well, I'm so excited. You guys have lots of work to do. 3 easy steps, and your abundance, I know you'll notice it'll shift.
Yeah, go straight away, place this notepad stickers. Please leave us a comment. What did you find? What did you advertise for yourself inside your house? What kind of messages do you read every day? Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Have everybody an abundant day.
Bye.